What is a water priestess? Hi, I'm Ashley Sunshine, and I am a water priestess and a women's sacred business mentor. And I get this question a lot: what is a water priestess? And so I'm going to answer that question for you in my eyes. We'll start with priestess. What is a priestess? There is a definition for priestess for each and every one of the priestesses. So it's up to each one of us to decide for ourselves and feel into what the expression of the priestess means for each one of us. That being said, there are many lineages of priestesses and teachings that we can connect to and threads that we can follow when we're searching and understanding this role that so many women are being called to step into in this world, in this modern world. Especially the tarot card of the High Priestess. This is one of the original imprints of this specific archetypal embodiment in our modern day and age. So, a priestess, according to me, is a woman usually who devotes herself to be in service of the divine. So she recognizes that within and around her, there's a multitude of energies that she has available to her, that she can control, that she can use her sovereign willpower, personal will, to control, move, manipulate in a good way, and use her personal power to create forces within and around her. And so a priestess turns to the divine light, the divine power, the source creator, creatress, mother, father, God, to ask and be guided how to best use this willpower and this life force energy to be in service of the whole, to be in service of all of life. And I really connect with this definition because my background comes from yoga, which teaches of the dharmic path, that everything in this universe has a dharma. And there's the dharma of the cosmos, or the cosmic order. And everything in this beautiful cosmic order is in its right place and has its role. And when a balance is thrown off, the natural harmony and the natural order will come back again. And all of these forces are working together to help in the spanda, the universal expansion and contraction, and the spiral up expansion of all things. So there's this cosmic order, and there's also this individual order, right? The cosmic dharma and the individual dharma, that each of us has a role, has a specific medicine, has a specific rainbow of light to offer to the world around us. And the priestess takes full responsibility for using her soul light, her life force energy, to be in service of the whole. And it's really interesting because according to yoga, the dharma of humanity is to be in service, is to help. And so there's this famous story of the sage sitting by the river and a scorpion falling into the river and starting to drown. And the sage reaches in and picks him up. And on the way out, the scorpion bites the sage. And this story repeats itself a few times. And the sage each time will pick up the scorpion. And some bystander says, "Hey, sir, why do you keep picking up this scorpion if it keeps biting you?" And he answers that it's because it's my dharma to save and to serve. So as a humanity and as women, we're beginning to light up and step into this role of the priestess to be of service. And so how does water fit in there? What is a water priestess? A water priestess is a woman who uses water as an ally, as a friend, and as a teacher to be in service of the whole. The main intention of the water priestess is to restore the waters of our earth to their original pristine crystalline structure. She recognizes that there's this innate divine wholeness or oneness or rhythm or pattern that everything fits into. And as things are taken out of that pattern, they lose their original life force. And so it's the role of the priestess to start with our own bodies and restructure the waters of our bodies, to notice that we are a water body, that we're 70% water by volume, but 99.6% water on a molecular level. 99.6% of our molecules are water. And so she recognizes that, and she realizes the importance of tending to the waters of our bodies, of having crystalline, pure, flowing waters within our own being so that we can be of best service to the world. And then it turns into the world. How can we tend to the waters of our earth? How can we clean them up? How can we pray with them and restructure them using our life force power, using our energy? And when we start doing this and tapping into this, we find so much magic. And so the Water Priestess path is full of magic. It's full of discovering the mysteries of water, of the divine feminine force. The greatest divine feminine teacher I know is water. And so we ally with her as our teacher and as our friend, so that we start to uncover the deeper mysteries of this life. And we begin to formulate our entire life to be a big ceremony. One long, beautiful ceremony with lots of space for our soul. So one thing that's really important about the priestess path is that the priestess is in full trust of her own soul. And so she's devoted to making space for her soul as much as possible. And I want you to feel into that, what that really means for you, because it's not easy to explain. What does it mean when you have space for your soul and when you don't? What's that boundary? What's the line between your soul actually having room to express and to be felt and to be heard versus not, versus it being pushed down and covered up or ignored? And so we as priestesses and water priestesses use water to assist us, to support us in making a lot of space for our soul. And the beautiful thing about it is that water loves having contact with our soul. And when we make space for our soul in our own unique, authentic expression, the water actually becomes more crystalline. It becomes more structured. It takes on that positive information. Even when our soul is expressing maybe something more negative like anger or sadness, the water will still resonate with that frequency of truth. And so the water calls forth our truth, and the water priestess is devoted to a path of truth, and she knows that the water is always watching. The water is always witnessing. The water feels our thoughts. The water hears our words. The water notices our reactions. And she, the water priestess, becomes more and more in tune with this vibration so that she actually cleans her own waters. And she's very vigilant about cleaning her own waters because she knows the water is storing all of those nasty thoughts that she might think about herself. So it's of utmost importance to clean them up. The water priestess works with water magic throughout the whole day because we're in constant relationship with water. We take showers, we wash our hands, we drink water, we work with water all day, every day. And so she takes the opportunity to commune with the life force, to commune with the divine feminine every time she comes in contact with water. She takes the opportunity for magic, for mystery. So for example, instead of taking a shower just like casually going into the shower without thinking about it, a water priestess will honor that she has her own personal waterfall at home, and that a waterfall has these amazing properties of cleansing, of renewal, of letting go and allowing something new in. And so we might walk into a shower with the intention, may this clean what is no longer mine. May this help release not only the dirt on my body, but also the gunky energy in my emotions, in my energy body, and in my mental space. May this clean and purify my thoughts so that I will think of love, and I'll think of harmony, and I'll think of joy. And there's these opportunities everywhere. And this is what we explore in the Water Priestess path. This is what we're going to be exploring in Wellspring, the 12-week journey that starts April 14th. We're going to journey through the different bodies of water on our planet, and rain as well. So waterfalls, rivers, oceans, lakes, springs, and rain, to discover the magic and the properties of each of these phenomena, of each of these archetypal expressions of water. And we'll learn how to take those and incorporate it into our daily life, even if we're not next to an ocean, or even if we don't have access to a spring every day, that we can still bring that spring magic into our everyday life, because the water is just a mirror of who we truly are and what we're truly here to do. So the final thing I'll say about water priestessing that I find to be so fun about it is that we get to have all kinds of beautiful water props and beautiful water features in our homes and in our bags when we travel. And so a water priestess will always have her little jar of sacred water with her wherever she goes. And dark blue Myron glass is the best to use because it conserves the crystalline structure of the water. And I've had this water for 2 years from Portugal, from the Azores Island in Portugal. And the water still is so pure and great. And I use drops of it. It's like 2/3 of the way finished. I use drops of it in ceremony and in blessings and in moments of prayer and connection. We get to have chalices and drink water from the holy chalice, and we see everything as the holy chalice. The womb is the holy chalice. Our bodies are a chalice. Our lives are a chalice. And there's this like fractal, multi-dimensional chalice that is all around us. And the chalice gets to be emptied and filled. And we work with the feelings of emptiness and fullness, just like a mother who is pregnant and a mother who just gave birth. And this is a very, very sacred time where the chalice gets full and then the chalice gets empty. And when we have those sacred transitions in our life, we can bring water into ceremony to support the challenges that come with those big transitions from fullness to emptiness and emptiness to fullness. We have sacred water bowls around and collect water from all different sites that we go to and keep them in beautiful bottles in the home and then use them in ceremony. And this specific water is actually with me throughout this entire launch of Wellspring. And it's water from the Sea of Galilee here in Israel. And I'm using it as a tool to support me in the ups and downs that a launch of our business will bring. And I really love that because it's that emotional healing space. So I hope that that gives you a better idea of what a water priestess is. And if you're interested in this path, and the Water Priestess Arts can support any priestess path. So you might identify as a womb priestess or a moon priestess or a plant priestess. And all of that is part of this beautiful family tribe of awakening women who are rewriting the story of the divine feminine here on earth. And water is an ally for all of us. And in my vision, in my dreams, we all wake up to our nature as priests and priestesses, here to bring the divine to our planet, to co-create heaven on earth. And Wellspring is a journey into that reality. We will have discussions, we will have classes and lessons, and we'll have deep ceremonial experiences. So you get to create a lot of space for your soul in allyship with water, where you can receive messages, where you can receive insights, and you can receive the deep knowing of what you're meant to do here. Water will teach you that. Water will show you that. And this is for any woman who would like to step more into her soul gifts, who would like to learn more about being in deep connection with nature and feel the connection of the Great Mother behind her. So if you would like more information, click below for the Wellspring landing page and read all about it. If you want to hop on a 15-minute call with me to see if this is right for you, click the other button below and schedule a call with me. I can't wait to connect with you. I can't wait to talk. And I'm sending you so much love from my beautiful garden by the sea. Mwah. Bye-bye.